What if I told you there's a little-known path to U.S. citizenship, one that doesn't require years of waiting or endless paperwork? It's the story of immigrants who joined the U.S. military, pledging to defend a country that hasn't yet called them its own. Their service opens a unique, expedited route to citizenship, honoring their sacrifice and commitment. This isn't just about legal shortcuts, it's about hope, unity, and redefining what it means to be American. Today, we'll uncover how this process works, who's eligible, and why it matters now more than ever. Let's explore the surprising shortcut to the American dream, where service and belonging go hand in hand. For immigrants, military service is more than a job. It's a powerful declaration of loyalty to a new homeland. The U.S. government recognizes this, streamlining the citizenship process for those who serve. Requirements like residency are often waived, and applications are fast-tracked. This isn't just a perk, it's a promise. Risk your life for America, and America welcomes you as family. For many, it's the only real path to citizenship, offering stability, opportunity, and a sense of true belonging. By serving, they don't just earn a passport, they earn a place in the American story. Next, let's see how this tradition is woven into the nation's history. Immigrants have fought for America since the Revolutionary War, earning their place through sacrifice. From Irish and German soldiers in the Continental Army to waves of newcomers in the Civil War and World Wars, service has always been a path to belonging. Laws have evolved, sometimes tightening, sometimes opening, but the core idea remains: fight for freedom, earn a stake in it. After 9/11, this tradition was renewed. President Bush's executive order allowed non-citizen service members to apply for citizenship immediately. Today, that legacy continues, reflecting centuries of gratitude for those who defend the nation. The story isn't linear, but the message is clear. Service and citizenship are deeply linked in America's DNA. Now let's break down the laws that make this possible. The Immigration and Nationality Act, specifically Sections 328 and 329, lays out the rules. Section 328. Serve honorably for 1 year in peacetime, and you can apply for citizenship, often skipping residency requirements. Section 329. Serve even a single day during a designated conflict, like the period since 9/11, and you're eligible to apply immediately. No green card, no problem. The law waives many usual barriers for those who serve. It's the fastest, most direct path to citizenship in U.S. law. The logic is simple. If you're willing to risk everything for America, you shouldn't have to wait in line. This legal shortcut is a powerful thank you from the nation. But how does it work in real life? Let's see. For many immigrants, military service transforms a distant dream into an immediate reality. Complete basic training and you can start your citizenship application. No years of waiting. Programs like Mavi and I recruit those with vital skills, strengthening both the military and the nation. If a non-citizen dies in service, citizenship can be granted posthumously, honoring their sacrifice and supporting their families. This isn't just policy. It's a living promise that service earns belonging. The battlefield becomes the ultimate test of loyalty, and the reward is the greatest honor: American citizenship. In America, actions truly can speak louder than paperwork. So, how does this journey actually begin? It all starts with enlistment. First, you need to be a green card holder, legally living in the U.S. Then, you take the ASVAB test, pass a physical, and meet education requirements. A thorough background check is crucial. Finally, you take the oath of enlistment, pledging to defend the Constitution. From that moment, you're not just a green card holder, you're a member of the U.S. Armed Forces. After basic training, your path to citizenship really begins. You'll file Form N-400 for naturalization, just like any applicant, but as a service member, you get special handling. There are no application or biometric fees for military members. You'll also need Form N-426, signed by your command, to prove your service. USCIS has dedicated staff to guide you through the process and help avoid mistakes. You'll still need to pass the interview and citizenship test, but the process is expedited for military applicants. You've passed your interview and your civics test. Congratulations! The final and honestly, the most meaningful step is the naturalization ceremony. This is where you take the oath of allegiance. Now, this oath is different from the one you took when you enlisted. The enlistment oath was a promise to defend the Constitution, but the oath of allegiance is a promise where you renounce allegiance to any foreign country and swear to bear true faith and allegiance to the United States. This is the moment you legally and officially become an American citizen. For military members, these ceremonies are often incredibly moving and patriotic events. They're frequently held on military bases, on naval ships, or even in combat zones. Just imagine becoming a citizen in Afghanistan or Iraq, surrounded by the very people you serve with. Some ceremonies have even been presided over by generals or other high-ranking officials. The military and USCIS really go to great lengths to make these events special, to honor the unique journey of these new citizens. It's a powerful public acknowledgement that your service has earned you this right. You receive your certificate of naturalization, and in that instant, your life changes forever. You're no longer an immigrant in uniform. You are an American soldier. Becoming a citizen unlocks a world of new opportunities, even while you're still in the military. As a citizen, you can obtain a security clearance, which is required for many military jobs and promotions. This opens up entirely new career paths within the armed forces that were closed to you as a non-citizen. It means you can become an officer, a leader in the military. It also provides a new level of security for your family. As a U.S. citizen, you can now petition for your spouse, children, and even your parents to get green cards, and eventually become citizens themselves, strengthening your family's roots in America. So, the process doesn't just end with the oath. It's really the beginning of a new chapter. The path from enlistment to citizenship is a structured, supported, and expedited journey designed to honor service with belonging. It's a system that says, if you are willing to put on the uniform and stand for this country will stand with you. It transforms the abstract idea of the American dream into a concrete reality, forged through discipline, dedication, and duty. This well-defined process ensures that the promise of citizenship for service is not just a slogan, but a clear and achievable pathway. Military service isn't just about the individual in uniform, it's about the whole family. Becoming a U.S. citizen through service lets you sponsor your spouse, children, and parents for green cards, often with priority. For many, this is a lifeline, reuniting families and giving children a future in America. Even in loss, survivorship benefits ensure families are cared for. This is more than a job. It's a promise of unity and belonging for those who serve and their loved ones. Gaining U.S. citizenship while in the military isn't just about securing your immigration status. It's a massive career booster. It's like getting a key that unlocks a whole new set of doors within the armed forces. As a non-citizen, there are many military jobs or military occupational specialties that are off-limits. Most roles that require handling sensitive information, working in intelligence, or dealing with advanced technology demand a security clearance. And in most cases, you cannot get a security clearance without being a U.S. citizen. So before you naturalize, your career options, while good, are limited. The moment you have that certificate of naturalization in your hand, your world expands. You can now apply for those high-level security clearances. This opens up opportunities in fields like cybersecurity, military intelligence, special operations, and counterterrorism. These are not only some of the most critical and engaging jobs in the military, but also the ones that provide incredibly valuable skills. The training you receive in these fields can set you up for a highly successful civilian career after you leave the military. Think of it as a career catapult. Your citizenship launches you into roles that give you a massive professional advantage for the rest of your life. But the biggest career jump is the one from enlisted to officer. This is a huge deal. To become a commissioned officer in the U.S. military, a lieutenant, a captain, a leader of troops, you must be a U.S. citizen. There are no exceptions. For many ambitious and talented immigrants, this is the ultimate goal. Becoming an officer means more responsibility, higher pay, and the chance to lead and shape the future of the military. For someone who started their journey as a non-citizen, earning the trust and authority to lead American-born soldiers is a powerful testament to their dedication and capability. It's the ultimate validation of their journey. This career advancement doesn't stop when you take off the uniform. The leadership skills, technical expertise, and security clearances gained as a citizen in the military are highly sought after in the civilian world. Government contractors, federal agencies like the FBI and CIA, and major tech companies are all hungry for veterans with this kind of experience. A security clearance in particular can make you an incredibly attractive candidate and can lead to high-paying jobs. So, the decision to serve doesn't just fast-track your citizenship. It can fast-track your entire professional life, providing opportunities that would have been almost impossible to access otherwise. Serving in the U.S. military opens doors, not just for your career or immigration status, but for your future. The GI Bill helps pay for college or training, making higher education possible. VA loans make homeownership a reality, often with no down payment. Healthcare is covered during service, and VA care can last a lifetime. These aren't handouts. They're earned benefits, supporting you and your family for life. Military service is more than a path to citizenship. It's a foundation for a strong, stable future. Let's talk about a real person. Let's call him Sergeant Marco Reyes. Marco grew up in a small village in the Philippines, dreaming of America. His family finally immigrated, and California became home. He worked odd jobs, finished high school, and chased the American dream. A U.S. Army recruiter offered a path to citizenship and belonging. Marco joined the Army, finding purpose and a sense of home. He became a U.S. citizen in uniform, surrounded by fellow soldiers. From a small village to sergeant, Marco's story is one of sacrifice, service, and the American dream. Meet Dr. Aisha Khan, a skilled doctor from Pakistan who came to the U.S. for research, but faced an uncertain future due to her visa. She discovered the MAVNI program, which recruits non-citizens with vital skills for the U.S. military. Dr. Khan joined as a medical officer, earning a fast track to citizenship. Training was tough, but she persevered. Today, Captain Khan serves in the Army Medical Corps, showing how skilled immigrants can answer America's call and achieve their dreams.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of...
The stories of Sergeant Reyes and Captain Khan are inspiring, but the path is not always smooth. The journey is filled with struggles that test a person's resolve long before they take the oath of allegiance. For many immigrant recruits, the cultural and language barrier is a significant challenge. Military jargon is like a whole new language. You're learning a new culture within a new culture, and the pressure to adapt quickly is immense. You have to understand complex orders, communicate clearly under stress, and build bonds with people whose backgrounds are completely different from your own. This can be an isolating experience at first. Another significant struggle is the emotional toll of being separated from family. Many immigrants who join the military have left their entire support system behind in their home country. While their American-born peers might have family visit on weekends or holidays, they are often truly alone. This feeling of isolation can be magnified by the stress of military life. They worry about parents getting older, siblings they haven't seen in years, and the life they left behind. The promise of eventually sponsoring their family for a green card is a powerful motivator, but that future can feel very far away during a lonely night on base thousands of miles from home. The paperwork itself, while streamlined, can still be a source of major anxiety. Any small mistake on the N400 application or the N426 certification can lead to frustrating delays. Sometimes, the administrative process within a military unit can be slow, with forms getting lost or signatures taking weeks to obtain from busy commanding officers. For a service member eagerly awaiting their citizenship, especially if they are facing an upcoming deployment, every day of delay feels like an eternity. They are fighting for a country they are not yet a citizen of, and the bureaucratic hurdles can sometimes feel like a test of their patience on top of everything else. Perhaps the deepest struggle is the internal one, the question of identity. You are serving a new country, pledging to defend it with your life, while still having deep roots and love for the country where you were born. It can be a complex emotional space to navigate. You are caught between two worlds. Taking the oath of allegiance, where you must renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to your former country, is a profound and sometimes painful moment. It is the final step in a long journey of sacrifice, but it also means formally letting go of a part of your identity to fully embrace a new one as an American. The legacy of immigrant service members is a testament to a promise kept by them and by the nation. When they take the oath of enlistment, they promise to serve, protect, and sacrifice for America. Stories like Sergeant Reyes and Captain Khan show what it means to fulfill that promise with honor. In return, America promises recognition and citizenship, the highest honor it can bestow. This legacy extends beyond the individual, uplifting families and future generations. The fabric of America is woven with threads from every nation, some of its strongest forged in service. The path to citizenship through military service is an incredible opportunity, but it's not a guaranteed golden ticket. Immigrant recruits face tough challenges, maintaining an honorable record, navigating complex paperwork, and dealing with ever-changing policies. A single mistake or policy shift can derail their dreams, leaving them in limbo. Even legal support is hard to find, and misinformation can have devastating consequences. These hurdles show that while the path exists, it demands immense resilience and a bit of luck to succeed. The journey from immigrant to U.S. citizen through military service is a powerful, often overlooked story. It's not about shortcuts, but a profound exchange of commitment, a promise to defend the nation, honored by the reward of belonging. These men and women redefine what it means to be American before they even take the oath. Their service strengthens our military and enriches our nation. This path is a shining example of a promise kept, one citizen soldier at a time.